Welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to talk about the episode.
I know, we had to stop and be like, no, don't say anything, don't say anything.
So, for those of you that are new, what we do is we're gonna give you guys a few minutes to think about questions, get them ready to go, and we're gonna each go through what we thought or quickly discuss the episode, and then do a Q&A.
Also, remember, our rating system is based on the 7 Dragon Balls, 1 through 7, 7 being the highest rating. So we want to hear what you gave this episode after we're all done. But first things first, Donnie, you were a cheerleader for this episode, man.
Really
you were
it,
about it.
Yeah.
It was good, man. It was really good. Another action-heavy episode.
Yeah, I like creativity, man. I like it. The episodes, I notice there's a trend that I get excited when I see them being innovative with fighting. And I mean, obviously, the story's a big
part. For them to fall back on their old tricks and see the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and to see them do stuff or explore how to work in the environment. I thought it was really cool watching 17 springboard off the different broken parts of the platform. It's just, I don't know, it was just really fun. It got me pumped as I was watching it. I think you said it looked like a video game, you know?
There was parts of it that did, one in specific when Toppo was shooting blast from his fingers and it was going in a circle. It just looked like it reminded me of a final boss in a video game. Yeah. But what did you think?
I mean,
overall,
overall it was awesome.
Yeah.
The fighting was great. I really think the biggest points to take from it are if it's, I mean, obviously it's not necessarily fair, but the Zenos are allowing it just as they've allowed
the God of Destruction transformation.
Yeah, the God of Destruction.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
But they always allow things that are interesting or entertaining, so they're not.
That's true.
So ooh, amazing.
Yeah.
But when he did the transformation, it literally made a black hole and ripped open time space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which means he's possibly stronger than Jiren now.
It's possibly stronger than Beerus.
Yeah. Well, he looks way stronger than Beerus.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I don't know how
the fact that they didn't address it. I mean, they did, but all Pennywise said was,
Belmont.
Whatever. All he said was he made up his mind. Now I imagine in the next few episodes more will be revealed, but it just.
Well, we know that Jiren was a candidate also. And he turned it down.
Yeah.
So basically, it is a pretty
You're accepting the job.
Yeah. It's a difficult job. And how long are you immortal for? Not immortal, but last.
How long is that your responsibility?
Yeah. How long is that your responsibility? Do you get to live for much longer? I'm sure you have to leave your family and friends.
But hang on. Also, doesn't each universe, aren't they only assigned one God of Destruction, or is there no limit on how many gods of destruction
there
can
be?
be?
Well, Belmont would want to quit, or he might die.
Yeah. So that's where my thoughts on this, from what little we know so far, is I still think that he's not the God of Destruction of their universe. He is now a God of Destruction. He's their potential God. Because they said candidate, so that means he's trained probably for however long, and he's become this powerful. And they even had a line where he's accepted that ability, but the ability doesn't equate to the job title. So it doesn't mean he's their God of Destruction, just essentially a God of Destruction. He has the power
maybe
of a
so.
God.
I see what you're saying.
But maybe I might be wrong there, but that's kind of what I took away.
But he's wielding the destruction.
He's accepted.
That is what the God of Destruction does.
I guess my interpretation of accepted it means not necessarily you don't have the job, you have the power. But
maybe it's something they would hash out the particulars of when the tournament's over, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I just know that they wouldn't let the other gods. I don't know. They wouldn't let the regular gods of destruction fight because it wouldn't be fair.
Right. Yeah. But this is fair.
But again, I think
that's what I think the difference is, because even on the other side of the spectrum, when in the previous episode when Dispo was moving so fast and Frieza was moving so fast, they're we can't see. It almost seemed like they were getting annoyed because they couldn't watch. Mm-hmm. And then when their angel kind of talked them down, they're like, "Yeah, you're right. This is kind of fun." But before that, they were like, "I'm not into this," and that would lead you to believe oh, maybe they're gonna
As soon as they're not into it, they're just yeah, we're done.
So so if that's and that kind of seems to be their
I don't think they're that impulsive though, because they do really like Goku, and they actually don't like Gohan too. They aren't just as flippant, I think, as you're suggesting.
Yeah, well, at this point, I think they are as flippant, but I think you're also right that they have favorites because they're like children. So, like, they maybe would be more reluctant to just be flippant with certain characters.
Like, Dispo and Frieza to them aren't that interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe, because they're kind of side characters to them. Goku, Goku's son, Jiren, those sort of characters, they're kind of more invested in, maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I did like the reaction, though. Like, whenever Toppo did that, they didn't react at all. Because, like, I think as a viewer, we're like, whoa, what's happening? What are they doing?
Right.
There's, like, something crazy going on. And it shows just how much more powerful they are, that they didn't react at all to, like, being warped into somewhere else.
They haven't really shown, like, a vast range of emotions anyway, other than, like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's my point. That
excited.
means, like, what Toppo did they aren't, like, worried about it.
I guess I meant, like, it's like, it almost seems like within their character that they aren't capable of showing emotion of any kind. Like, that's just not...
They're simple.
Yeah, they're not humans. They don't have, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I guess the way I kind of made peace with it for now until we get more information is that because Toppo went into this, it wasn't like he was hiding that ability necessarily. He didn't intend on doing that. It was kind of a last-ditch effort. So it's more of a transformation as opposed to changing who he is. Like, he went into the tournament as Toppo, and he's still Toppo. Yeah. So maybe that's how they're going to justify it, is it's just more like a transformation.
Yeah.
But it does still make me... I guess it's like... I want there to be consequences for the fact that he became a god of destruction. Like, if that's what happens, and our boy Pennywise knew that was what would happen if he did it, I want to see him kind of be like, all right, like, if it kills him per se, or he, like, evaporates into nothingness because now he's not needed. I want to see that. I want to see, like, this...
Well, you had to make the decision to train him to begin with.
Yeah, so he knew what could happen.
Yeah.
But I would have preferred... It seems like, and I think we've addressed it before, that as cool as all these transformations are and all these big, like, it just sometimes it doesn't seem like there's too many consequences. Yeah. I need a yin to my yang kind of thing. Yeah. If he can just do that, like, it kind of seems...
But that does leave the opportunity for now Frieza to also become a God of Destruction trainee. If there could be two at the same time.
Good thought.
This is
good
true.
Thought, yeah. See, yeah, I guess to wrap up my conclusions on this episode and, like, those what may be plot holes is I just don't think that what we're seeing with this new transformation is a blatant flaw in plot. Like, earlier, like, we saw, what was the magic bag early in the tournament when who was it that had it? Was it Roshi or?
Oh, the urn, the
evil containment. There we go. Yeah, the evil containment wave. Yeah, like, that's kind of cheating because that's literally an item. It's
that's what I said earlier. The Zenos allow it.
I'm just agreeing that, like, that's when you see it, you're like, that's a blatant.
So flaw. Like you're saying, they kind of, if it's interesting to them, they'll let it slide. I guess that.
I'm just saying with
makes
this,
sense.
It's not blatant yet to me. There's still an opportunity to fix or to explain. That being said, what do we rate this?
Oh, yeah, I can. So I know it sounded like I was, like, not about it with all my questions. It's just questions. I just want some more explanation, and I'm sure we'll get it. I really do think the next episode is going to answer a lot of these questions. Man, with 17 being, like, kind of the MVP of the episode, 6 star. I think it was great. Loved the action scenes. I loved everything with Frieza. Getting to see Frieza and 17 work together. Come on, you never thought. Never did I think I would see that. I've said that so many times watching this tournament, and I think that's been one of my favorite things about this tournament is just seeing these pair-ups and, like, these bits of dialogue between characters you never got to see. Got to see more of that. Got to see some really cool stuff, albeit not much from Goku and Vegeta, but got to see some cool stuff. Looks like we're going to get some cool stuff with Vegeta next episode, so 6 star, man. Fantastic episode.
Yep, I'll give it a 6 too.
Yeah?
Same thoughts?
Well, yeah, but I just want to get... We're going...
I'm gonna give it a 6 as well.
Yeah. Man, I thought for sure you were gonna pull out the 7.
No,
I'm saving it.
He's saving it.
I hope you never get to use it.
This is about as perfect as it gets.
Then why, if you think it's perfect, then give it a 7.
Because perfect is because it's not perfect. It's almost.
It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, watching Frieza get tossed around like a rag doll was shocking.
Yeah.
Like, watching him grip his head and almost pop his head open, it was so intense.
Never seen Frieza get treated like that. I mean, you've obviously seen Frieza get defeated in more ways than one, but just being absolutely, like, brutalized like that. I mean, even when Trunks diced him up, it didn't seem as brutal as Toppo just crushing
his dome. I
almost
felt bad for him.
Kinda, right? Because we've grown to like him. Anyway, 6s all around. Great episode. So we want to jump in to see...
what questions do you guys have? And it looks like there's not... Okay, so... why do people still think Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren are stronger than Beerus? Well, I think it comes from Whis, and we don't know if this is one of the universes that isn't participating or if he had suggested it was Jiren, but Whis goes, there's a mortal in a universe that's even stronger than...
Right.
Okay, he says there's a mortal stronger than a god of destruction, and that god of destruction is stronger than Beerus. Mm-hmm. So we don't actually know.
I think, honestly, the reason people have just not been on Team Beerus lately, not on Team Beerus, but the reason people haven't, because they haven't been showcasing Beerus's fighting or his true abilities since the Battle of Gods arc. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just not in the main focus, so it's easy to forget. But Beerus is no pushover, man. We just haven't seen him do anything in a while. And last time we saw him, it was not as thrilling as the stuff we're seeing.
It's kind of funny. We're so used to watching these characters that we kind of forget how big of a badass he is.
And Whis.
Yeah.
I mean, and you would imagine, Whis may be the strongest of all these, angel guys. Or maybe one of them was even stronger. We don't even know.
Well, Whis also said that his father was the 5th strongest in all of the universes.
Oh.
So we know that...
Big shoes to fill.
Well, I'm saying who's... In that time, there was only one Zeno. Mm. So who's 2, 3, and 4? That would be interesting.
RCH32 mentioned the animation got better, and I did notice that. And
especially in certain shots, it seemed like there was a couple shots.
They have one main guy, and he does the cool transformations,
and then they have
stuff,
some
and then
lower
they have
tiers
the C
that
team do the rest. So someone says Toby Park, is Jiren stronger than Toppo? I don't think so anymore, because I think with
you don't?
Not since Toppo's transformation, no.
Okay.
Because he's got, he destroys everything that comes at him.
That's true.
And
only a god of destruction can do.
Jiren stopped fighting. If you notice his reaction, he was just kind of
it got his attention.
It got his attention, and he realized at that moment, okay, we stop immediately, and we should go see what's happening.
Yo, it's so stronger than me.
Well, and also, going back to what we said earlier, Jiren did turn that job down, and you would imagine, any job, that's a promotion. Yeah, so you would have to get stronger to take that on, right?
Yeah.
Well, you'd get stronger, but I don't know if it's a promotion.
Well, I guess that's just my way of rationalizing.
Actually, real quick on this topic, Toby Park asked specifically, "Is Jiren stronger than Toppo?" And what do you think?
I said no.
You said no.
No.
And you think,
at this, I kind of agree. I don't think so at this point. Toppo looks like big bad now.
Well, also too, you have to consider Toppo is pretty much he is evil now, which is what I was hoping for. Not evil, but
he's nothing.
Jiren's got a very still strong code of morals and ethics. He's still not ringing people out.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna Toppo was straight up justice. Forget
Toppo
it.
threw a destruction blast or whatever right at the stands. He didn't hit him, but and he created that black hole. He's destroying. It kind of looks like he's gone kind of rogue in a sense.
I'm gonna make a prediction that he's stronger than Jiren.
Yeah.
I've been kind of feeling like it's possible just because it seems like we need that big bad. Just every movie, you get the big bad that was bigger than
red herring.
Yeah, so honestly, watching him transform the way he did, I'm thinking we're gonna get an episode coming up soon where Jiren basically acknowledges that he's
maybe in the next one. It seems like the next one's gonna be the big. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what they do with this Toppo arc. Yeah. I actually, you know what? Maybe he is stronger, but it kind of feels like we've invested too much into Jiren to just throw it away.
All right, Giorgio Mosley. Hey, Giorgio. What's up? Says, do you think Beerus can beat Jiren? Hope you all are doing well and have a great week. Thanks.
Thanks, man.
And
Thank you.
I think if Beerus uses destruction powers, he could definitely beat him.
Toppo? Yeah.
No, Jiren.
Oh, wait. Say that again?
Can Beerus beat Jiren? Using the destruction powers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, don't sleep on Beerus, man. He's still a god of destruction. He's still
just lazy.
Yeah, he's a cat.
So the Super Geek says, "Do you think we'll see Gogeta? I hope not."
Man, no, Gogeta. Give me my Gogeta. I want it. I want Super Saiyan Blue God Fist Sparkly Ultra Instinct Gogeta.
That's
feed
the
me,
official
I
title.
will eat it up. I will. That's gonna be the name of the episode because you know they love those long episodes. Oh man, I want Ultra Instinct Gogeta. It will not happen.
Yeah, I used to want to see a fusion. Now I'm cool without it. But yeah, I'm always
okay. So DDR reaction says, "How's it cheating? Goku and Vegeta trained with Whis being beyond a god and at the power level that they can both be considered a candidate for god destruction if they both want to. It's the fact that he's yielding the power of destruction.
It's like the specific god of destruction power, which is its own. I mean, obviously he's still in it. No one stopped him. No one was like, you're disqualified. So it's not cheating.
Well, and also the only point was that the gods of destruction of the universes weren't allowed to compete. So that's why we were kind of saying it was cheating.
It just seems, I don't know. But again, I think the important thing is that the Zeno-samas, like you said, just as long as they're entertained, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
So Larry Oliver says, Belmont said there's no one who can beat Jiren, even with Toppo with the upgrade, he knows that Jiren is stronger, so Toppo's not stronger than Jiren.
Maybe.
I disagree with the transformation. I think prior to...
Because I don't think he thought Toppo would take that job.
Yeah.
So I think he was saying that under the assumption that Toppo had already turned that down. Because I bet you there was a time before this tournament that they approached him about it, and he was like, I don't want that. Yeah. That seems within Toppo's care. But now he probably realized, like, I have to do this. That final push from 17 and Frieza, and with everything on the line, you know, he's willing to risk it all, I think. Yeah. Well, I think that seems in line with his character.
In addition to that, okay, so Max Sales has a good point. He says Jiren's not even half his power. But what I was trying to say earlier about Jiren having more of the moral code is that I don't think he would go full power.
Jiren?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Why do you say that?
Well, because what we've shown, if he gives what the Kai of Universe 11 says, like when he gives a tiny glimpse of his power, he's like...
Destroying everything?
Yeah.
That's true.
So I think we might have a situation where he can't go full power.
What if all this power that Toppo's getting, what if it's too much for him to handle? He loses his mind a little bit, and Jiren has to team up with our universe just to stop Toppo. Because at this point, it's not even about the tournament anymore. This dude's going to destroy the entirety of everything, and we have to stop him.
I can actually see that happening.
Right?
I could see it going. They could. I mean, why not? There's no reason why not. I see Jiren. We know he's not like a bad guy.
No.
And I don't see them creating a scenario where he is. So... Sure. And that would be a really great red herring because Toppo's been the good guy on their universe
which
the
is
whole
why
time.
I thought he might go evil because he's been the good guy. But that would have to mean, though, that the Zenos either don't care that he's doing it or that he's more powerful if everyone has to join together to stop him.
Yeah. I'm going to really lean into this theory because I was just about to ask, what do you guys think about... like, the situation is ridiculous now. Toppo being as strong as he is, and Jiren being as strong as he is.
Goku and Vegeta, they're no pushovers either. They're getting stronger and stronger.
They are, but at the rate we have 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
It's just not looking like it makes any sense that they're going to even beat Jiren, much less both of them.
Yeah.
17 was getting schooled. I mean,
he's out of his league. If he wasn't smart,
he's totally strategic.
Doing, though?
What's that?
What would they be stopping Toppo from doing?
I guess my very weak theory would be that it's a very weak theory. I just thought of it, but like I guess where I was thinking is that he maybe as a god of destruction starts destroying everything. Yeah, and they decide like
but they're in the void.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, Rita. It was a thought.
I think there's something here.
I hope that's what happens.
Do you think so? I don't even know if I want that to happen.
I don't either. I don't know if I want it either. I'm just saying it's a viable... There's a path to a story that makes sense there. Yeah. Because we saw him create a black hole.
It may be saying what I'm saying. Zeno will erase Toppo if that's the case. The minute he starts doing something to warrant being erased...
Unless Toppo's so strong, he... destroys the Zenos. How about that?
I can just see the Zenos being very entertained up until the last second, so I don't know.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
So Bro Dude says, what if the whole tournament gets blown to pieces?
Like the arena, you mean? You think?
Yeah, I think the Zenos would like block any pieces coming at them and they would just be floating and they would take themselves back out of the void.
I could foresee like one of the last like minutes of the tournament, all that's left is just pieces floating and they're bouncing off of them like they've been,
Yeah.
Ooh, Anime John 2, what would you think if Whis trained androids 17 and 18?
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. 18's not going to leave
after the tournament? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, 17's going on the trip with his family.
Yeah, I was going to say, 18's not going to leave Marin.
No. Yeah.
But that would be cool. That would be really cool. I love all the love that the androids are getting.
Oh my god, yeah.
They're great, interesting characters.
For sure.
If I was ever going to do a live action, I would base it around the androids for sure.
Yeah, good idea. Let's see here. More people... Angel Gabriel is asking about Vegeta again. I really don't think that they're
You think we're done with fusions?
I mean, I don't think we need one. I think Vegeta needs to get his Ultra Instinct type form or something.
I think Vegeta needs to save the day.
Yeah.
I think he's due, right? Didn't Toriyama say that even himself that he wanted Vegeta to... No, am I wrong? Maybe it's just wishful thinking.
Isn't it the opposite? Isn't it the thing
he doesn't like
doesn't
Vegeta?
Like Vegeta?
Does he? Say
that? I think it's the other way. Yeah.
Maybe you should quit creating such amazing anti-heroes then.
Yeah.
So we have Rain Raham and also Larry Oliver both saying things that Toppo isn't stronger. He says, if you want to say Toppo is stronger, then let him face Vegeta and Goku as right now, or Ultra Instinct Goku to see how he stands up with Jiren, or how Jiren did.
No, that's fair.
I think that's what we're getting next episode. Maybe not Ultra Instinct, but Vegeta for sure.
Okay, but guys, we just watched him disintegrate any attacks that come near him.
Right.
So I don't understand why everyone's saying he's not... Okay, Jiren isn't going to the power level that... his maximum power, we know that.
Right.
But also, Toppo's literally untouchable.
Yeah.
Physically.
However, they did mention within moments of him becoming a god of destruction that he has obvious weaknesses, probably because this is all new to him.
Well, 17 assumed that.
Well, but he's also...
No, because I think
Sabira said that he has to wait to charge up.
That's a weakness.
They're acknowledging it.
But then... Good God.
Oh, here we go.
No, but then someone immediately follows up with saying,
he can just keep him,
but he could just, whether or not he has to wait to charge, he can continually shield himself.
Right.
Sure.
So that's why we're saying... I
just think that was the first step to finding the flaw, is all. But yeah, you're right. He didn't have an obvious weakness yet.
Yeah. So, let's see. Khaled Shah says... Are we doomed because I have lost faith when Jiren stopped the final flash with his glare? That was pretty... So again, to the people who are saying... I mean, Jiren's very strong, but he only, does a quick glimpse of his power, and then he, reins it back in.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I liked what you were saying about him not being able to unleash because he's so powerful. That's an interesting... Yeah. I mean, it's a very good juxtaposition when we're seeing what Toppo's doing, knowing that that's Jiren's kind of thing. He can't let go. That's why I think the potential for it being a thing where he teams up with our guys on some level is possible.
Well, because here's the thing. Our guys can't beat him. The way he did, he opened his eyes and stopped the attack. What are we going to do?
What's the next step? Yeah. And you better figure it out within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, I have something I thought about earlier while I was going back and watching last week's episode. Mm-hmm. So I've made peace with the fact that the reason... time seems to be they're able to accomplish so much in these short minutes that we have left. I've made peace with the fact that it's because they're moving at such a high speed that we're kind of getting a slowed down version or whatever. I get that. That's fine. That totally makes sense to me. Whatever. However, how many times have we seen fools just standing around and posing and is that slowed down too? Is that what's chipping where does that come into play? You know what I mean?
No, that's definitely a flaw in the slow motion logic of things. It's just not how it works. But I just go with it.
I guess at this point we're too deep to really argue the But I thought about that earlier. I meant to bring it up.
Let's see here.
How about Dory Guy 64?
Did you guys feel uncomfortable too when Frieza hurled up his guts when Toppo punched? Yeah, that was a sucker punch. A gut punch for real.
It was like that old school DBZ thing where they punch them so hard that it goes through them, kind of. I always like those.
So Mint Sharpie says it's going to come down to Universe 7 and 11's top candidates for God of Destruction, Toppo and Vegeta. I disagree. I think it will be, if there was one, I still want Frieza to be our Universe 7 candidate for God of Destruction.
Yeah. I like me some Frieza. Well, this is supposed to be right before... All this takes place before Goku goes to that tournament and meets Oob, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. We don't see Frieza after that.
No.
So, possibly... And Frieza would make a good God of Destruction. However, if that's the case, I would hate to lose Beerus. If we could only keep one. I love me some Beerus and Whis. They're my favorite of like all the new characters we've gotten. They're so cool. So I would hate to lose them. But I mean, again, you don't see Frieza in. I don't.
He could be training. He'll train for a little bit, anyways, probably.
How funny would it be to see the dynamic of Frieza and Whis and Beerus? Those not egos. I guess Beerus and Frieza have some pretty big egos. Mm-hmm. So seeing those two back and forth, that would be funny. I would watch a whole series around that. That would be silly. I saw one that I wanted to talk about. Where'd we go? They're coming in so quick. My boy Rowan Wills, 77. Do you think if or when Vegeta gets his Ultra Instinct form, it will be enough to combat the powers of both Jiren and Toppo? No, not by himself. Not by himself.
Well, to be fair, Vegeta will believe it is.
Oh, sure. Yeah. To Vegeta, 100%. 100%. He's the Prince of all Saiyans. I don't know if you've heard.
I have one interesting theory here.
Okay.
With the Frieza stuff being brought up.
Okay.
What if, I don't know how this is going to end, but obviously we know our heroes are going to win one way or the other. What if it comes down to, when it comes to getting to make wishes, there's, 3 still, right?
I think you only get one wish, right?
Is it just one?
I think so.
Okay, well, what if it's a matter of, obviously, Frieza's deal was he wants to get brought back to life, pulled out of hell.
Yeah.
What if it comes down to a situation where he has to make the sacrifice, like he actually becomes, like, essentially a good guy, and he has to give up his trade-off of being brought back to reality, to life.
Oh, like he kind of saves the day by sacrificing himself?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at that. They built him up. Well, they've made us like him, but not necessarily because he's done anything noble. But
it's true.
Yeah. It would be strange, but it's a possibility. I mean, at this point, we know a few things. We know we only have a limited amount of time in the tournament and in how many episodes Super has left. So something drastic has to happen to wrap this whole thing up. We're going to need one episode of probably filler at the end to kind of tie up all the loose ends. And then they lived happily ever. We're getting that movie too.
I don't think they're going to do the happily ever after. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to see.
Yes, yeah.
So
I hope they'll leave us on a cliffhanger. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Joshua Pineda, who is a regular here, they says they definitely left Frieza alive for a reason.
Agreed.
I agree. I'm on this. I've been on this thing for like a month now about Frieza getting God of Destruction powers.
Yeah.
Just because I think it'd be interesting.
If any of our people, it should be him.
And because he can no longer remain a foe because we've done that too much.
Right.
And the fans want him around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not gonna be a hero. I don't see him fighting alongside the Z Warriors ever.
No, but if he could still pop up every now and then,
it would be as a God of Destruction.
Yeah, that's a better.
And he can still get his jollies off by making threats. Like I could destroy you. Okay, Frieza.
So Elijah 402 says, "What will 17 contribute before he gets knocked off?"
I think he's been contributing more than most. What are you even talking about?
Biased.
What's up? Well, maybe, but also, I'm right.
I think we're going to see 17 give one final inside tip, like a pro tip to the Saiyans.
I mean, like Frieza, he's being kept around for a reason.
Yeah, I think we'll lose 17 in the next 2 episodes.
How many do we have left? 6?
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Unless everybody fights together against Toppo, but I don't know why they would do that. Though.
It honestly is stoked as I am about it. It is weird that 17, someone who we just got back in our lives when this tournament started, that he's hung on. He's got a specific purpose.
Yeah.
That character, Yeah,
I agree.
So I guess is how would you end Dragon Ball Super? So I'm guessing he means like just the Tournament of Power arc.
Oh, okay. You want to each give our...
Yeah, a quick one. I'll go.
Okay.
I would end it with Universe 7 being erased.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Cold.
You got one? I don't have
any. Let me think. How would I do it? God, I know what I don't want. I don't want Goku to save the day. I've seen it, man. I like Goku. He's a great character. I love Goku. I don't want him to save the day. Do I want him to get eliminated? Maybe not necessarily. I like his Ultra Instinct thing. I'd love to see that again, but give me something new. Give me something. If Frieza had to do some kind of sacrifice, like you said, to either and he plays it off like I had to save myself, but maybe he had some piece of him that maybe that. I would love nothing more than Vegeta to do something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what I would like.
That's definitely my big wish. I won't get to too much of the details of what I'd want because I don't really have a hugely specific thing. I just want Vegeta to get a moment. I feel like this is what 30 years of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Who knows if we're getting another season? Who knows if this season keeps going?
Well,
odds are it will.
7 being erased, then we get more.
Okay, but odds are we will. But I just want them to give them the moment. I feel like if you look at all of the anime that we've seen, it's Vegeta's got the best arc. And this would just be a really great way to cap things off.
I would argue Vegeta's got one of the best arcs in anime. Period.
Yeah.
Going from like the ultimate evil to like sacrificing himself and after hugging his child to just let Vegeta have his day, man. He's done some cool stuff, but that's not enough. Let him be the reason we all get more Dragon Ball. I think he's earned it.
That'd be cool.
But maybe that and Universe 7 gets erased, and they wish us back or something.
Yeah.
I mean, just something exciting, like something that's a surprise. Would be cool.
Just not Goku hits a new power level.
We know that the end of Z takes place like after the Tournament of Power, so we know they're coming back somehow.
Right. Yeah.
So we'd figure it out.
Right.
But the only thing I still wonder, and guys, let us know if you have any thoughts on it. Remember, like a few episodes back when Jiren was talking to Goku, and he was like, "Oh, you don't know, do you?"
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I feel like that's still like a really big question that we have to wrap up.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Giorgio is hilarious. He says Goku is the John Cena of Dragon Ball.
Every time Goku jumps in and kicks somebody and saves it, I feel like that music should play.
I want to make a GIF now.
We should.
That's gonna break.
Let me see.
Oh, God.
What we got here.
Let me see.
Oh.
Got any more questions? Do we want to wrap it up?
I don't know.
Tell you what, real quick, everybody throw in your ratings real quick. We got through kind of most of the discussion, so let's just see a flood of what everyone rated it. We got 6s all around the board. What did you guys give it?
So Stay Frosty says, how Goku and Vegeta are going to beat, are they going to beat Jiren? It feels like the fusion can barely beat Jiren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we really... I think this episode let us know that we don't stand a chance, really. Like, something else has to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I think the idea of Goku and Vegeta... I mean, maybe they'll do that, but that seems like a cop-out, and I think they're smarter than that. So...
Yeah, because they've... In all of the scenarios that... unless I'm missing something, in every other arc that we've ever had the big bad... Even though it was almost insurmountable odds, there was always a piece of... There was something, obviously, like there's a chance they can win. Mm-hmm. Even when Frieza became, Golden Frieza, it was like... It didn't seem impossible to win. It was going to be a huge challenge.
I think we're at another level.
Yeah,
at this
is
point.
like...
Yeah.
There's literally no way, based on 125 episodes of proof.
And if they did, it would like totally negate...
Yeah,
the past like 20 episodes of building up Jiren or Toppo at this point,
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. At this point, it's hard to say. Looks like everyone is giving it
7s?
6s, 7s, 5 positives all around. I think we can all agree this was a fantastic episode. Loved all the action.
Yeah.
I mean, Toppo turning into the God of Destruction. Even though we knew it was coming, like they executed that perfectly. So cool, and he looks great. What a cool design.
Even though they said he is a God of Destruction, it somehow felt bigger and badder than I was ready for.
Yeah,
I think that's why I was so geeked out. I was like,
he's clearly,
"Oh my god!"
super powerful God of Destruction.
Yeah.
The only thing that did bug me about that shot though was because they always do this right when they were doing the energy beam thing and Toppo was almost out. It's like they always stop like right at the edge, and someone could just like always throw something.
One final push.
Yeah, and
like why'd you stop? You see where he is. You've got really good vision. Like
so
I assume everyone in this tournament's got 20/20. Except that one guy. There was one guy that was blind, right? He didn't have 20/20.
but yeah, it was just funny because it's like you could just push him over.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anyone. Anime John says he's working on fan art for Android 17 and 18.
Yo,
yes, please send it to us.
Nothing makes us happier. Every single time that you guys throw up some fan art, true. Amy and I message each other instantly. I'm like, oh my god, did you see it? She's like, yeah, I saw it. So throw it at us. We love it. We love it.
Halo SPR 10 says, do you think we'll see Ultra Instinct Goku versus Toppo if necessary? I don't think Ultra Instinct Goku can do anything. How can anyone do anything?
Yeah, I honestly...
get our own god, and the only way to even it out is if Universe 7 gets a God of Destruction on the field.
Yeah, and we know it's not going to be Goku. It's not going to be... it's not going to be Vegeta.
No.
Honestly, I think you're right. The only person that makes sense would be Frieza. I don't even would even fantasize of 17 doing it. As much as I'm a fanboy for 17, that's not right. The only one that makes sense for is Frieza. You know?
Yeah.
And maybe that's what happens. Maybe Frieza's our god of destruction and he saves the day. What a crazy world that would be, right?
That'd be wild.
Where is Amy Johnston taking over the world one day at a time? She's so busy, man.
Yeah,
we're all
killing
very,
it.
very good friends. We keep in touch, love her to death, but she's killing it right now. She's got a couple flicks on Netflix, movies on Netflix that you should check out. She's way too busy for us, but we love her to death.
All right, let's do one more. So, Ray Rahim makes a good point. He says if you saw the preview, Vegeta kicked Toppo's legs. He's not untouchable. I'd have to rewatch the preview. I didn't.
You said Frieza? What was it?
No, sorry.
Vegeta kicks Toppo's legs. I mean, I'm sure the next episode is clearly Vegeta versus Toppo. Vegeta's gonna find, if there's a weakness, Vegeta's gonna find it. Even if he has to barrel in there, he will find a weakness.
Hang on, this is huge. All right, I didn't really think about it this way. The aura around him, the destruction aura, it was destroying ki blasts and energy beams going at him. But is that suggesting that people should disintegrate?
Yes.
If they punched him?
Oh my god, I didn't process that.
I didn't think that either. So if someone rolls up on him and punches him, it's
lights
disintegrate,
out.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if it's just the
Frieza
arm? So he goes to throw like a karate chop and the arm just disintegrates.
Give me my one-armed Vegeta.
Oh, yeah, right.
Give me one-armed Vegeta, and then he has to finish and save the day with a big bang attack.
Oh god, it's just blood and ki blast.
Oh my god.
Now I want someone to lose a limb. Someone should lose a limb.
Man, we do seem to be fans of that.
And then in the next episode, in the movie, we have Vegeta. One-armed Vegeta gets. You know how Aquaman gets a hook?
Yeah.
I want to see
Vegeta gets a hook?
Not a hook, but a robot arm. He goes to Dr. Giro's lab, finds a prosthetic old knockoff Android 16 arm, and
he's just you want this? I just want to see one-armed Vegeta roll up on Piccolo and be like, hey man,
check it out, bro.
You got any tips? Hey, Piccolo.
Got any tips?
Piccolo, give me a hand. I'm kidding, but no, seriously, I'm missing an arm here.
Oh my god.
All right, should we maybe answer 2 more questions?
Yeah.
Sure. The Super Geek asks, who will knock out Toppo? I don't think anyone will knock him out.
You don't think so? You think Toppo's going to make it to the end?
I don't know.
Jiren.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Jiren. I think
not?
Jiren.
I kind of like that. I don't know how that would come about, but I don't know. I kind of like it.
I think Toppo will keep going crazy, and Jiren will knock him out. Because...
And then it comes down to them back to face Jiren again. That may be the only way that works.
Maybe.
Maybe next episode Vegeta gives it his best, and that's when Toppo starts kind of losing his mind a little bit, and Jiren just knocks him out, and you're like, what?
Guys, I just noticed in the comments, some of you guys are having fun with the Vegeta one-arm thing, too. If any of you guys like to draw and are down to do this, draw... I want to see your guys' interpretation...
The leg or the arm?
Peg leg Vegeta?
Yeah, no. a one-legged or one-arm Vegeta, and add some kind of robot part or whatever you want. Do your thing.
I think you're just going a little extra.
Tag us on Instagram, we'll retweet it.
Oh, we will.
I need a robot arm.
Do what you want. I'm saying creative liberty here.
Yeah.
Do what would draw your version of this. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Let's see. So people are saying they did see him kick and he didn't disintegrate, and then also they said when he's holding when Toppo's holding Frieza,
he would have disintegrated.
Yeah, but I think it's
I think he can kick it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Beerus will hold it out in front sometimes, and then
and just
he'll do
block
it.
with it. Let's see. Wait,
he said ask a hashtag.
Peg leg Prince.
That's something we can remember.
Super easy.
Give Vegeta a hand.
Let's keep it super. Vegeta, something Vegeta. What should we do?
It has to be unique.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about you give us a hashtag, and we'll use that.
Yeah, tell us which one. Let's see.
So, this is the second time I've seen this in here. Someone said, do you think Frieza will be forgotten and end up as a tiebreaker win? Basically they're saying
because he's just laying on that little piece down at the bottom.
Yeah, so people are saying that 17 and Toppo will be out, and Vegeta and Goku and Jiren will be there, and then they forgot about... Okay, so Vegeta one arm.
Vegeta one arm.
Okay.
Hashtag Vegeta one arm.
Okay.
Send us your art.
We can't forget that.
Good, bad, and in between. We love it.
Okay.
That's a good point.
But I don't think so though, because like Belmont would just look in the stands and be like, "Frieza's not here."
Hey.
And then he would shout it down. I think that would be.
But unless they're all caught up, like.
Also for the hashtag guys, also at us.
Yeah, at Robot Underdog.
Yeah. Instagram or Twitter, but Instagram is best.
So let's see here.
I saw that, Tyler.
Other Tyler.
Same name. I saw that.
So I guess this is technically not a spoiler, it's the episode name of 127, which is 2 from now, called The Final Barrier of Hope.
Oh, you're saying 17 could take out
Toppo.
Talking about 17's android barrier. I don't know, man. They kind of put that whole thing to rest.
Yeah, that got poo-pooed away today.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I want 17 to save the day as much as the next guy, but I don't know.
Tyler the Duck.
Stop saying that.
So, M6205 says Frieza's probably not getting a new form.
Who, Frieza?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe not.
I don't think it'd be a new form, but I really, the more we talk about it, I'm on board with the Frieza God of Destruction.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
You know what, guys? We're going to have to wrap this up. We don't want the video to get too long. We want to be able to have like but it's going. You guys are sticking around, so I don't know. Should we end it, or do you guys want to keep talking?
The Mass 33.
Vegeta loses an arm and fuses. Will Gogeta have 2 arms or 1?
Well, listen, they wouldn't be Gogeta.
2.
It would have to be
Vegeta,
Vegito, because if it was Gogeta, they couldn't do the dance because he'd only have 1 arm.
Just be all sad.
That's true. So 2 people wants to keep going. So
we can go a couple more minutes.
Questions. Okay. Let's see here. What if they fall off the ring? Then they're disqualified. Everyone keeps saying that Jiren and Toppo will fuse. They don't need to fuse.
God, let's hope they don't.
Oh my God.
At this point, I think fusion.
Jippo?
I think it would be a little redundant for them to do more fusion stuff. I think Kale, Khalifa, they did great with that. Let them have their thing. As much as I would like to see Gogeta, another part of me is like, nah, don't even bother.
Shane Gilroy says that Goku rips off his other arms so they can match.
Well, Vegeta, I feel really bad about this situation.
Would it be awesome if 17 could transform into Super Android 17?
Yo, I love Super 17. He is the MVP of Dragon Ball GT. Hands down the best villain, one of the best characters. I think his design is so cool. When actually, I tried to push some of Super 17's design when we were coming up with our... I actually didn't push that hard, but we did talk about it briefly about like maybe incorporating some of Super 17's design into my wardrobe for Light of Hope. It didn't happen. It apparently wasn't very good.
I will straighten my hair. I will use steroids.
Guys, I love you all so much. I spent so many hours straightening my hair for all of you.
Let's see.
What if 17 and Frieza fuse? Again, I mean, it's fun to think of what these characters will look like, but I think fusion's done for.
Actually,
at least for this arc.
Nidge DFX, you're asking if we've tried DBZ Fighters yet. We've done the beta version, and then
I played a lot.
Yeah, she's almost
not a lot. Okay, so we went to the Super Saiyan Showdown on Thursday night, where Chris Abbott and Sean Schimmel got to they played each other.
I'm so jealous.
And then there were consoles set up all across, so me and Kenny versed each other there.
Yeah,
and we need a rematch. You'll see. Okay, it's coming to the vlog tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow morning, check with us. We're gonna release a vlog where we went to the event, and yeah, like she was saying, it was pretty hilarious watching her and Kenny, aka Gohan from Light of Hope, duke it out in the game. You guys were pretty good. It was, but the battle between each other was great.
Vlog. Okay.
It was actually better than Sean Schimmel and Chris Abbott.
Well, okay, yeah. If you guys didn't watch, Sean just got annihilated.
Hey, spoilers! They gotta see.
It's all over Twitter. It's,
okay,
fair.
So let's see.
But still.
Actually, really quick, Milo Wolfface says, how do you feel that the Fighters does not let you play 17? It actually does. You choose 18, and then there's a move where you can swap out. So
can you really?
Oh, yes. Interesting.
That makes me way more interested because I was kind of bummed about that. I think it's cool that they're like a duo in the game, but I thought it was lame you couldn't switch. Yeah. That's cool.
Let's see here. Stephen Bray says Zeno will erase everybody. Maybe that's what he's talking about. The end of the end of Super will erase everyone, and then just hop to like another dimension.
Yeah, right. Parallel universe.
Let's see.
Have they given any clue as to what the new movie's going to be about yet?
Yeah, it's about the original Saiyan, like the Saiyan genes and like going to the very first Super Saiyan.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that would be really cool. I'm excited.
Rex is asking, can you make a tutorial for the opening of Light of Hope? That would... Nexus Mania is the one who did that, if that's what you're meaning. So
I think he means the title. The text, yeah, I believe you mean the text, and sure, that's a good idea, actually. I saw you do that, type that earlier, and I was like, oh, that's smart. Yeah, we might do that soon.
So John Darius says, do you guys think Universe 7 and 11 will eliminate each other, and the ending of Super will lead into the new movie? Keep up the great work. I love your group and everything you do. Oh, thanks, first of all.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And no, because I think there would be the way that the Grand Priest is keeping like tabs. He would clock whoever went out first, and then they would erase the one who exited. Say like they blew up the stage. I think they would know.
They're all falling, and whoever disappeared first. Yeah.
And then there would be a clear winner.
Right.
So M6205 says, do you think they're taking a break and preparing for the new movie to make sure it comes out great? Yes, absolutely, because as we mentioned earlier, they only have like one great animator.
Yeah.
So
man, can you imagine a full film if he's like the head?
That would be awesome.
Oh man, that's gonna be cool.
Right.
I'm really. I didn't know that was gonna be the story for the film. I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Oh, that would be so cool.
We kind of talked about it, but Malibu Lask, he just mentioned Frieza got wrecked. My God, he got wrecked so hard, man. Like, I actually thought we were going to lose him. I was fully confident that he was eliminated for a second. Especially when he just got ragdolled and fell off on those on the side of the platform.
Yeah.
It's just like, it was so sad and pathetic. It was so strange to see Frieza.
You felt bad for him, man.
I'm just hoping, like, because he kind of went through that, he, like, experienced... the destruction energy, so I'm hoping that he absorbs some.
Yo, he did experience it, and guess what?
That's what happened.
He's still
to Goku.
standing.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Frieza's no pushover, man.
Because I do think it was kind of a bait and switch, because they even reminded you that he can manipulate the energy from before, but then it was just too much. But now maybe it like affected him, and now he can do it. Yeah, so that's what. Yes. Mint Sharpie, exactly. He says, we can't deny the fact that Frieza took a full frontal, God of Destruction, Hakai Ball. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's still very powerful. 8 has kind of a funny point. Said Goku could just teleport Jiren and himself to the bleachers. How funny would it be if like, he's like, man, this is not going to work. So while Jiren's all distracted, he runs up and grabs him and he's like, burr, burr. And then it's just Vegeta, 17, and Frieza against Toppo. That'd actually be a really good idea. That's kind of smart. I mean, maybe there's... Goku won't do it. No, because his Saiyan pride... Wait, time out. Yeah. It's like this build-up, and then he just does it, and Jiren's like... So, Von Brucken says, Frieza's not our friend, don't be fooled. Personally, I think that... I mean, he's got his own, like, motives and things, but he wants to come back to life. Yeah, it doesn't behoove him, to die. Yeah. Yeah, it behooves him to survive and win. Yeah. And also, too, it's not like Beerus is, like, a stand-up guy either. Right. Yeah, that's true. He's got... They've all got, like, an agenda. Yeah. The Z Fighters are the only ones that are, like... I don't know, trying to save the world, or the universe, rather. Alright, guys. These comments are slowing down, so I think we're going to wrap it up soon. Real quick, Stephen Bray. To be a god of destruction, do you have to choose to destroy, which is why Toppo changed and Jiren isn't a god of destruction? Maybe. I don't think Toppo's like all that fond of destroying. I think it was a last ditch effort. Yeah, well, because once what he said here, and like once you become a god of destruction, there's no more good and evil. Yeah, you anymore. Kind of are beyond that. You're like way beyond that. Which he's means woke. Like, he's woke. Toppo's woke AF. Well, I mean, like you're giving up. Not like mortality, but you're giving up like your life and like how things are. So. You have a job now, sir. Which means that we all know now that Jiren's got something. Yeah. Not that he's not willing to give up. Yeah. Maybe Jiren's in love with Toppo. Maybe this is about to turn into the most beautiful love story of all. Well, not anymore. They can't be together now.
Oh, even better. Oh, it's like Romeo and Juliet.
Topo
Woko. Hashtag Topo Woko. That is hysterical.
That's funny.
All right, we want to wrap this
guys,
up?
Yeah, we're going to get out of here. This was a lot of fun. We always have so much fun talking to you guys. Hashtag Topo Woko.
All right, so just remember the hashtag if we're going to do the Vegeta thing. It was Vegeta one arm. Tag us on Instagram or Twitter. And then...
Yeah, that's all, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Again, check out the vlog coming tomorrow for the Super Saiyan Showdown game. Also, if you guys want us to play video games against each other, we could do that too.
If you guys want to see me just absolutely destroy Donnie and Rita at just about any game you choose, then by all means, board games, it doesn't matter. Throw Monopoly down.
Wait, you're talking about me?
Notice how he said board games and not video games?
No, I said board games.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Happened? Okay, neither of these
So guys,
two are
don't forget,
video
like,
games.
subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been pumping out content like crazy. Tutorials, vlogs. Pretty soon we have Blue Exorcist coming. We're actually going to hop off here and get to work on that. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. We got good stuff coming your way. And like I said, you guys just name the game and I will wreck shop. It's been fun, and we'll see you next week.
This guy.
I can't wait.
Let's make it happen.
do it.
You heard the smack talk. Let's make it happen. All right.
It's gonna happen.
All right,
Can't
guys.
wait. All right. Are you?
So
good?
we're hesitant to
actually-
leave. This has been fun. Guys, we're going to bounce. So, again, like, subscribe, tag us with that hashtag if you guys are artists. Hashtag Vegeta, one arm. And until next time.
At Robot Underdog, don't forget.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Bye,
See you next
guys.
time. Topo Woko.
Topo Woko.
Holy